Hello, West Explosion.
I'm Sam.
And this is the final night of Octopath Traveler, unless all of a sudden there's a demand for it. I sincerely doubt it, but hey.
Like, please become an Octopath channel.
Only Octopath Traveler. Is he an evil capitalist?
Perhaps.
This land is an asset. We bought the deed to it.
We'll let everyone settle on it, but
If we want to.
we will charge them ever-increasing rent. They won't want to do it, but what else are they going to do? All their stuff's here. Does he have... What if for his final boss he just needed to play the stock market and make more money than Roke?
Rock.
Rock. Did Square Enix not have anyone on staff that knew how to spell English?
I mean, you don't want to name a character Rock.
I mean, that is not the most egregious thing.
Yeah. Kinda dumb. Oh, by the way, whenever I would like it back, I may have it back.
Like, if Rock noticed this, why wasn't he like, hey?
All will make sense in due time.
It's because he was in love with Partitio's mother, but Pap stole her. And then she died of tuberculosis, like Pap is now dying of tuberculosis. So he never forgave Pap for that, so he let him make a bad deal so that he would go into debt. But he always thought that Particio was his son because he could have been his son because he almost married his mom or what the hell ever. So he offered to take him with him. But Particio refused. And it was then that he was reminded that Particio is not his son, but Pap's son. So he needed to just let him go. Is that?
Nowhere near. I don't know if there was a single point in there that was correct.
Damn it. Do these people not know they can just go out into the fields, kill a bunch of monsters, and get money that way?
It did not occur to them. He was like, yeah, I bought these limited run shoes for $150, and now I'm reselling them. Right now, the top bid's at $450. And I'm like, so, like, they're just used shoes or something? He's like, no, I bought them to resell. And I was like, oh, so you're just scalping? He's like, no, it's not scalping. And I was like, why is it not scalping? He's like, because people are willing to pay for it. And I was like, that's
scalping. What you're doing is the definition of scalping.
Like, I feel like intentions matter a lot. Like,
Yeah.
if you're buying something with the sole purpose to resell it because you know it's going to be hard to get and people are really going to want it, then you're probably a bad person. He's like, it's not bad either, because if they didn't have the money and if they weren't willing to spend that much, then they wouldn't. And it was like, sometimes you just really want something and you're willing to pay the extra price.
That does not make it okay, no.
Yeah.
Like, I had an argument with a friend who, when, like, you know when the NES Minis were, like, a hot thing?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was complaining about it. He's like, well, you know, if I happen to see one, I'd buy it and, like, you know, resell it for more. I was like, no, you don't frickin' do that. And I don't think we ever came to an agreement on that.
And he was like, if I didn't do it, somebody else would have. And it's like, one, that's a terrible argument. And two, there's a good chance that if you didn't do it, somebody else who actually originally wanted it would have bought it. Because
There
if
was, like,
nobody did it, then everybody would just be able to buy
what they want, yeah.
Giff is now a laborer.
I mean, he's not dead.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Particio, sir.
I can't wait till we get to chapter 5 when, you know, Giff actually has his change of heart and he sacrifices himself nobly to save Particio, who he feels indebted to for not only sparing his life, but teaching him the joys of a hard day's work, which eventually led to him getting married and having 3 children that grow up in this now profiting town. The chapter 5, right?
I don't know if Giff shows back up a whole lot.
Damn it.
They're definitely weak to fire.
What if they were weak to ice? Because they're already cold, but that makes them way too cold.
That extra degree kills them. You cannot boil a frog alive, by the way.
What?
You've never heard that? There's like a saying where like you can boil a frog if you do it 1 degree at a time. Like they'll just sit there, and if you keep raising it by only 1 degree at a time, they won't notice because it's small changes, and they'll just sit in there.
Are you saying that frogs are
And
stupid?
boil. No, I'm saying that's not true. That's like a
Okay.
common saying that's just not true in the slightest. They will notice when the water's boiling and they're dying and they need to get out of there.
Good for them.
I don't know who came up with that, but not true.
Is it his brother Kyoji who fled to Earth in the Dark Gundam after
No.
killing his father?
No.
Wait.
He's on a quest for revenge, though.
Actually, I think they killed his mother, and then his father was locked away because he was the one that created the Dark Gundam. Do you know this man? Kyoji! It would make sense if he were going for revenge against the person who actually did it, but maybe he's going for revenge against the prosecutor who called him on it. What, a man's not allowed to burn his wife and child? I thought this was America.
Was it your wife and child? No. It was family matters, and you stay out of family matters. Can he get you the key?
Yeah, he did. What if I just had a very, like, squeaky anime girl voice? Hello, I'm Oswald. Thank you so much for saving me. Like, oh my god.
You gotta listen to it every time he casts a spell.
Fireball. So Oswald forgot how to talk?
He just said, it's
Oh.
cold.
Well, I figured maybe that's why he kept it simple. It wasn't like, it is cold out.
No, he's kind of just a quiet dude. He's also incredibly intelligent, so...
I didn't piece that together by the fact that he was a professor that learned how to use fire. That was the only one who was so good at making fire that was literally the only way anyone could have been murdered with fire is if he specifically cast it.
It's
And
almost
also he
like
saw-
somebody paid the prosecution a lot of money.
I've come down here with only 2 subordinates and no witnesses.
I'm sorry, confidant.
Hey, he didn't betray me. That's gotta count for something, especially in this game. So is this just how Warden Davids gets his kicks?
Yeah.
So he didn't call in a bunch of people to come and beat him up so that way...
Yeah, I mean, he's using a paddle to fight you. Or like a bat, club, stick thing instead of like an actual weapon.
That looks a little more intimidating.
Yeah. He's got quite the chin.
You know who's got a better chin?
The Crimson Chin.
Well, yes. But anyway, whatever I was gonna say, Sigma. Sigma has a good chin.
It's okay.
Sigma's chin is the pinnacle of chins. Discussed before the whole revenge is a dish best served cold, the meaning to that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember why, but
Oh, yeah, because I think you said something like what you
you
thought
want to
it
have
was.
a cold heart when you do it.
No. It's because if you just, somebody screws you over and you're like, I'll get revenge, if you immediately do it, chances are you'll make a mistake. You want it to cool so that way you can do it with a level head. Plus, it's like, I guess also it would be easier to have more plausible deniability, right? Because you'd be like a prime suspect if they died, like, immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't have lightning bolts.
Elemental barrage. It's pretty good.
So his his special skill that I can use is throw shit at a wall and see
Yeah.
what sticks. I respect it. I feel like I would, heal from leveling faster than... Damn it! I was coming up with a plan. You can't just interrupt me.
They found us. Professor, we've got company. That was inevitable.
There's two of them and two of us, and you know what that means.
Kill them. It's a double battle?
I was going to say that we could steal their clothes.
That would be inconsiderate.
I'm considering it.